What the fuck is up, everyone? Prison Meddler here, back with a brand new album review. Today, we will be reviewing Puddle of Mudd's new album, Kiss the Machine. As you may know, this is the band's 7th studio album, released 3 days ago, and not surprisingly, this album is total dog shit. And I know you guys probably don't expect me to review this album, but I was kind of curious to see how bad it is. And the album is 30 minutes, so you know what? I can handle 30 minutes. And holy shit, this is pure dog shit of an album. Like, okay, let's talk about the songs first. Like, because I'm not really a good introduction here. I apologize for that. It's just a really horrible album. Starts off with, as you may know, the song Beauty-Miss, whatever, Beauty-Miss. I can't pronounce this fucking name because it's not a fucking word. Yeah, I mean, cringe song. We don't want to hear a 53-year-old man simping for a fucking woman, says that he wants to be her whore or some shit like that from a 53-year-old man. Cringe and creepy. And Free is basically track 2, which is Free, which is basically an acoustic track, which is very boring, dull, and cringe. And don't get me started with In Love with a Dancer. Again, simping for a fucking stripper. Probably wants to be her little whore too. Okay, can we fucking talk about the song Back Against the Wall? We got this fucking acoustic track with trap beats and oh my God, that was a horrible fucking song. It just has this folk sound to it with the fucking trap beat. First of all, cringe. First of all, cringe. Look, the lyrics is basically about, oh, I got your back, baby. I got your back, baby. Yeah, with his fucking hillbilly fucking voice from living in a trailer in Alabama. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it's about his sister. Yeah, it's just a boring ass fucking love song you hear from generic butt rock sound. First of all, it's fucking cringe, ew, and acoustic tech with trap beats, fucking ew. And then we got Firefly, which is basically an Alice in Chains ripoff, which is basically insulting, especially insulting Lane Stanley's career and his legacy. And he tries to fucking sound like him, and it's absolutely fucking cringe. Maniac, don't get me started with Maniac. The chorus is so goddamn annoying. And then we got Love You Duh Best. Instead of duh, instead of they put a duh because he's so fucking edgy and fucking cool, which is a fucking shitty modern country pop song. It sounds like fucking Morgan Wallen, and I'd rather hear Morgan Wallen than this pile of shit song. So let's leave it at that. Now, okay, I'll say this one is not as bad as the rest of the songs, and it's probably the best song of the album, but it's still cringe, and it's still bad. I mean, the chorus is somewhat a bit catchy, a little bit, but it's still terrible. It's still bad. I mean, sorry, that was my cat. It's still cringe, and it's boring, and it sucks, just like the rest. Win, 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 which is just another fucking shitty way to close off the album, and yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. This album is fucking trash. Now, when it comes to Puddle of Mudd, it's basically Trapped. Except they're not really originally new metal. It's just like Trapped, but they're basically the hillbilly version of Trapped. All it was is, the lead singer, Wes Scantlin. Okay, as you may know, throughout the 2010s, there was a hiatus, and around that time, Wes Scantlin has been in so much trouble with the law around that time, and he still is. Like, recently he got a warrant for his arrest for domestic violence as a felony charge and drug charges in California. Yes, he was a drug addict too. Also, in August 3rd, 2024, less than a year ago, he was arrested after being pulled over in his black Hummer H2 for a traffic violation in Burbank, California. They found out he had an active warrant from a previous case for having a weapon at an airport. They asked him to get out of the car, but he refused after several attempts. A crisis negotiator came to negotiate, but he still refused. Pepper spray, and pepper balls were then deployed. Scanton was booked in the jail at the outstanding warrant and the new charge of resisting arrest. So, yeah, it looks like he hasn't changed at all. Because throughout the time, I mean, he's always been a troublemaker and such. He's kind of has a douchebag thing to it. And was I ever a fan of Puddle of Mud? Hell no. I find his voice cringy. And don't get me started with his song, with this Nirvana cover song about a girl. It sucks so bad. Even Wes Scantlin admitted that his cover version sucked. He even admitted that shit. So, yeah, I mean, as for this album, it just sucks just like the rest of Puddle of Mud's music. I mean, a lot of people may debate which would be the worst, Puddle of Mud or Nickelback. If I have to choose between the two, if I would have to listen to these two bands the rest of my life, I would have to pick Nickelback. I mean, at least Nickelback is nowhere as cringe, and there's a few songs I may like from Nickelback. Puddle of Mud, nuh-uh. So yeah, this album is just the typical you hear from a fucking butt rock record, but worse. Cringy, hillbilly, redneck voice, making, basically his lyrics about drugs, addiction, wanting to fuck women, simping for a stripper, and he wants to replace, he says the word duh instead of the, which tries to impress a woman, but it's not, it's just fucking cringe. So, yeah, I mean, he also has some inflictions with Fred Durst. That's why Puddle of Mud got famous for. It's because of Fred Durst. They were founded in 1992, and they didn't release their album until 2001. So, as for that, yeah, I would have to say this album sucks. Probably the worst album of 2025 so far. And yeah, this is awful album. I'm going to go for 0.5 to 5. This is an awful record. I don't know what else to say. Fuck this record. I didn't hear anything. I haven't listened to all albums from Puddle of Mud. In fact, this is the first album I've heard by Puddle of Mud in full. And I have zero interest in checking out the other albums by Puddle of Mud. Zero interest at all. So yeah, guys, if I'm gonna review the next Puddle of Mud, I'm not gonna bother. I don't even know why I'm reviewing this piece of shit record to begin with. It's just an absolute cringe. It's stupid. It's retarded. Blah. So yeah, the reason why I didn't give this a lower rating is because I actually made it through the album, and I didn't skip any songs or any shit like that. So, if I would have done that, then I would have given this a 0 out of 5. Even though, as much as I love to, plus, it did have a little bit of redeeming quality on the song Everything by the chorus. It's just the chorus that I like. Anything else sucks. That's why I gave this album a 0.5 out of 5 instead of a 0 out of 5. Because, like I said before, 0 out of 5 has to mean something that I 100% hate. I hate this album. I hate 99% of this album. If I hate 100%, then this would be a 0. So there's that. And as for Puddle of Mud fans, I don't care if they bitch at me in the comments. If they like this album, more fucking power to them. But I'm sure most people hate this album and such. But yeah, this is the only time I'm ever gonna review Puddle of Mud. That's it. End of discussion. That's the only time I'm reviewing Puddle of Mud. Alright guys, so that is my review for Puddle of Mud's new album, Kiss My Ass. I'm sorry, I meant Kiss the Machine. Yeah, Puddle of Shit or Diarrhea. I'm sorry, Mud. Yeah, that's all I have to say. What are your thoughts on this album? Let me know in the comments. Do you like this album? Do you not like this album? Let me know. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. And holy shit, there's more videos that's popping up on my screen. So check those videos out if you haven't seen them. Or don't. I don't care. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get the fuck out of here. So I'm out.